Hi, everybody. Welcome to Samudra Shakti Online. So tonight we have Jaye Martin with us, and he will be leading us in asana. I'm going to stop the screen share and hand this over to my good friend, Madhuri Martin. And she is with Jaye on the other side of Florida. I'm on the Atlantic coast, the Atlantic Ocean coast, and they're on the Gulf Coast. So Madhuri, unmute yourself and take it away.
Hello, everybody, and welcome. I don't want to take too much time because what we really want to do is practice with Jaye tonight. But I do want to take just a couple minutes to introduce this man who has been a huge part of my life for over 20 years. We have been on this yoga journey together, maybe since 2000, when we would meet at Inner Harmony for asana, for retreats with John Friend. And so he's like a huge part of my adult life and the maturation into my spiritual life. So Jaye is, wow, what I could say is that of all the people I know who have been in Anusara for decades, Jaye holds the archetype of seriously playful, extraordinarily technically astute, well-trained, scholarly, and an incredible storyteller. He holds everything that Anusara values the most. Like once he hit Anusara and Anusara hit Jaye, he's just like, that's who I am and what I'm going to do and what I'm going to be. And having been here in Florida for the last 6 months, I can tell you that this man shows up consistently as a teacher in ways that has healed my heart and my spirit, and in the most fabulous way. So Jaye is, of course, an experienced, master Anusara yoga teacher, but he's also a professional ballet dancer, a concert clarinetist, and the most amazing thing one of the most amazing things about Jaye, since I've been here, is we've been able to practice in his exquisite garden because of COVID shutting down our studio space. So we practice in his driveway surrounded by hundreds and hundreds of orchids and palms and every kind of flower and little critter, and fruit and garden happening. So I would recommend anybody coming to Sarasota to study with Jaye because he holds the essence of Anusara in the most beautiful way. So with that, I'd like to turn it over to my dear friend Jaye. There you go.
Thank you, my sister Madhuri. Wow, I'm blown away by that beautiful introduction, and I hold Madhuri so dearly in my heart. She's somebody very special to me, and to hear those words come from her means a lot, really touches my heart. And I just want to say to everybody, just happy Mother's Day. And our practice is going to be about the Divine Mother. And I liked how Madhuri introduced me as playful, because I feel very playful. And one of the things that my own mother has always encouraged in me and supported was my playful nature. She always enjoys it when I played music as a boy. I would play the clarinet. I'd play out in the garden. I'd take the clarinet with me and play to the plants. I just walk around, and it was very playful and extraordinary for me. And she encouraged it, and she supported me so wholeheartedly. It brought her such great joy. And the truth is, we're all children of this Shakti, divine creative power of consciousness, and she delights in our playful nature. She loves it when we're experiencing our great bliss of being, when we're in that place of play, playing music, playing in the dirt like a gardener can do, dancing in a joyful and playful way. Yeah, she delights in it. So in our practice today, we're going to sort of dance a little bit and be playful. Does that sound good? All right. So go ahead and sit well for a moment. And take the time to do a manual inner spiral if you didn't already do that. Settle your pelvis in the space where you are, as you are. And remember, there's nothing you have to do and nowhere you have to go. And the invitation is to tap into your playful nature so that the Divine Mother delights in the playfulness of her children, of you as a child, given birth by the Shakti, the creative power of consciousness. As you sit well, stack your shoulders over your hips, glide your throat back a little so your ears, shoulders, and hips align. And close your eyes for a moment and take the time to set an intention to explore in a playful way that not only brings great joy to you, but also joy to the Divine Mother. She delights in your delight. And to feel our intentions, let's bring the hands together in front of the heart in Anjali Mudra. And offer our voices in the chanting of a single Om, followed by the Anusara invocation one time and end with the sound Om. Exhale. Inhale together. Om. Om Namah Shivaya Gurave Satchit Ananda Murtaye Nishprapanchaya Shantaya Niralambaya Tejaste. Feel that vibration in your heart and bow to your playful spirit. May you tap more consciously into that playful spirit in a way that delights you and the Divine Mother. And release your hands and gently lift your head and slowly open your eyes. And we'll come to the mat. I'll be teaching in mirror image, so that when I move my right hand, it'll be your left. So we'll step to the front of our mat and parallel your feet, sitting bone distance apart. Feel the earth beneath your feet. Bring your hands on your hips and embracing your playful spirit. Bend your knees and move your hips. Invite the thigh bones back in the socket so you can move freely and playfully in the pelvis. Just awakening the body to this moment and this opportunity to be more playful and experience great ananda, bliss in being. And so delight in a way that your mother would delight, and the Divine Mother that gives birth to everything and everyone is delighted. And on inhalation, reach up and root from the pelvis down into the earth, rise up to the sky from the deep in the low belly, up to your fingertips, and receive a full breath, even into the back waistline. And on exhalation, bow forward. Go through the natural curves of your spine, and lastly, round over into Uttanasana. And you bend one knee and switch to the other and explore in a fluid and playful way. Notice your breath and be conscious of your breath. She's the prana shakti. It's that part of the Divine Mother that gives you life. And gradually firm your legs and inhale high upon your fingertips, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Paripurna Uttanasana, bow in. Inhale, lengthen through your spine, keep your legs firm, all the way up to your glutes. Exhale and fold. One more, inhale, follow your breath. Come into Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, bow in. Bow to your playful nature. Inhale, high on your fingertips. Exhale, right leg back lunge. Draw from the soles of your feet towards the core of your pelvis. So your feet pull towards each other isometrically and lift your back thigh and with a playful energy, widen your right sit bone to the right more. And then widen the left one to the left more and kind of pulse it a little bit. And then widen both, the right to the right and the left to the left. And lightly bring your coccyx in, just enough to tone your low belly and express the pose from the pelvis to the bones of your legs and long through your spine. On your next inhalation, step forward to Ardha Uttanasana. High upon your fingertips. Exhale, left leg back lunge. Draw from the soles of your feet into the core of your pelvis. So your feet pull towards one another isometrically. And lift the back thigh and broaden it to the side. So your right sit bone is widening to the right and then the left one to the left. And then both widening simultaneously, with just playful curiosity. Keeping that, bring your coccyx ever so lightly and just enough to tone the low belly and express your posture from the pelvis to the bones of the legs and long through your spine. On your next inhalation, step forward, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, bow in. Bow to the Divine Mother. May she delight in your playful exploration. Inhale, reach for the sky. Fill your space with the power of your intention to be playful in a way that delights the Divine Mother. And exhale, bring your hands to your heart in Anjali Mudra. Receive a full breath. Exhale, arms to your side. Inhale, reach up. Maybe lift your heart towards the sky a little. Exhale, bow forward, going through the natural curves in your spine. And lastly, round over into Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, right leg back to lunge. Hug the midline with your legs. Inhale, reach up to the sky. Keep the back thigh lifted and bring the coccyx lightly in and zip from the low belly to your sternum. Express the pose from the pelvis down to the bones of the legs and up from deep in the low belly to your fingertips, through the crown of your head. Exhale, touch the earth. Inhale, step forward, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, other leg back. Hug to the midline with your legs and inhale, reach for the sky. Resist the back thigh up, descend the front thigh, bring the coccyx lightly in and shine it out with playful spirit from the pelvis through the bones of your legs towards the earth, the Mother Earth, and up from the low belly through your spine to your fingertips. Exhale to touch the earth. Inhale, step forward, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, bow in. Inhale, reach up and maybe back a little. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Inhale, full and bright. Exhale, arms to your side. Inhale, playfully reach for the sky, maybe back a little. Exhale, fold forward. We'll put some of those pieces together. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, right leg back. Inhale, reach up to the sky. Perhaps turn your heart towards the sky. Exhale, touch the earth. Inhale, step back to plank. Exhale, soften between the shoulder blades and lower to the earth. Inhale, small cobra, lifting the sides. Take the heads of your arm bones back and sweep back with your hands isometrically to slide your navel forward and bring your shoulder blades deeper into your heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. Tuck your toes under and lift your hips. And like a playful puppy, bend one knee and wag your tail, and then bend the other knee. Yeah. Explore in your hips. Keep the heads of your arm bones well lifted away from the earth, so the heads of your humerus bones are well planted in the shallow sockets of the shoulders. And explore with playfulness in the hips. And gradually move your posture more into stillness. Hug the midline with your legs. Feel your inner thighs tone. And on your next inhalation, lift your right leg from your inner thigh so your hips stay level to the earth. And express this pose from your heart down into the earth to your fingertips and metacarpal knuckles. From your heart high to your hips, down to your bottom heel, alive to your lifted foot. And then we'll get wild and playful. Turn your hips to the side, bend your knee, lift your head, and look over the top of your right shoulder to see your toes over there to the right. Wild dog. And you can even bark here if you want to. Inhale back to level hips, straighten your leg. Exhale and lower it to the earth. Inhale, lift the other leg from your inner thigh. Express the pose from your heart to your hands and fingertips. From your heart up to your hips, down to your bottom heel, and lie to the lifted foot. And exhale, turn your hips, bend the lifted knee, lift your head up, look over your shoulder to see your toes spreading. Wild dog. And inhale, return to Ekapada, level your hips, straighten the leg. Exhale, lower your foot to the earth. Inhale, come forward to plank. Soften between the shoulder blades without collapsing your waistline. And exhale, lower to the earth with openness of heart. Inhale, small cobra. Bring your fingertips forward and diagonally of the mat. And we'll dance in a playful way in the upper back. Claw with your fingertips, drag back with the fingertips isometrically, and dance your shoulder blades into your heart with a playful sense of exploration. Notice the heads of the arm bones, invite them to stay back whilst the shoulder blades move more in towards your heart. You can even move in the sagittal plane a little bit to explore. Awakening in the thoracic spine, awakening in your rhomboids. You know, when I played the clarinet, they call it playing the clarinet. They don't call it working the clarinet. That's what's interesting, isn't it? And you know, when you really play, it's like music. It's really music. If it sounds like work, it doesn't sound so much like music. It kind of sounds like a cacophony or something, you know. So play, see if you get your body to be like an instrument. So it just makes a beautiful song, a beautiful kind of music. It's playing the instrument. And the Divine Mother delights in that. Just like my actual physical mother delights in it when I'm playing the clarinet. She always loves it when I do it. She likes to see me do other playful things too, like spin fire. She watches me on Facebook to see what kind of crazy playful things I'm up to. She likes to see what I'm playing with in the garden as well. And place the hands for cobra, lengthen your sides, the shoulders go towards your ears. Pin them back, which is towards the sky. Drag back with the hands to invite your heart to open more fully. And exhale, downward facing dog. Receive a full breath. Exhale, walk your hands back towards your feet. Inhale, come high upon your fingertips. Exhale, bow in. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, hands to your heart and walk to the top of the mat. Bend your knees, bring your hands on your hips, and play in your hips a little bit. Sway and feel the effect of the practice so far. And root from the pelvis into the earth to the feet. Inhale, straighten your legs and reach up from deep in the low belly up to the sky through the crown of your head and your fingers. Receive a full breath even into your back waistline. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, left leg back. Hug the midline with your legs. Inhale, reach for the sky. Exhale, touch the earth with your fingertips. Inhale, step back to plank. Soften between the shoulder blades. Exhale, follow your heart towards the earth. Inhale, Bhujangasana, Cobra pose. Exhale, Ardha Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg up, Ekapada Adho Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, wild dog, bend the knee, turn your hips. And if you want to go a little further, you take this into wild thing by taking the left heel to the left and the right ball mound of the ground. Bring your coccyx in and lift your hips. Lengthen your sides. Take the heads of your arm bones back. Glide your throat back. Curl your shoulder blades into your heart. Take your head back. And maybe reach back. Push your way towards the front of your mat with a supporting hand to keep your hips high. Playful exploration. And on an inhalation, return to wild dog and one leg dog. Exhale, float your foot down with your breath. Inhale, other leg up. Turn your hips to the side, wild dog. And if you want to go a little deeper, take the bottom heel to the side. Bring the ball mound of the lifted foot to the ground behind you. Bring your coccyx in and lift the hips. Lengthen your sides. Draw the heads of your arm bones back. Glide your throat back. Curl your shoulder blades into your heart. Take your head back and reach back with playfulness. Delight in it. The Divine Mother delights in your delight. She wants you to be happy and joyful. My mom does. And inhale back to wild dog and to one leg dog. Exhale, float your foot to the earth and receive a full breath. Exhale, walk your hands back towards your feet. Come high on your fingertips, firm your legs all the way up to the glutes. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Paripurna Uttanasana, your full and complete Uttanasana, your bow, in honor of the Divine Mother. Root down to inhale, come up with the natural curves in your spine and reach to the sky. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart in Anjali Mudra. Receive a full breath and feel the effect of your practice so far. Exhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. And please face the side with your mat. And bend your knees with your hands on your hips and step into a wide stance, which is approximately ankles underneath the wrists. Now, sometimes people get stuck there when the feet are, it's you can't get your feet far enough out. If you feel pretty stable there, but it's hard to get your feet out into your true wide stance, bend your knees with your hands on your hips and play with the hips. Get the thigh bones back in the sockets more, and then you can wiggle your feet easier. You can get them maybe out a little wider and see if that's about under your wrist, and then straighten the legs. Bring your hands to your hips, and we'll come into Virabhadrasana 2 next. Cut in halfway with your right heel, turn your right toes to the right on your mirror image. So the front heel aligns with the middle of your back arch. Hug in with the legs strong, embracing your playful nature, and reach out with your arms. Exhale, bend the front knee right out over your ankle. Make sure the front knee is right over your ankle from front to back and side to side. And resist the top of the back thigh back and tuck the front leg hip under towards me. Turn your belly and your heart more towards your screen. Glide your throat back and turn your gaze to look out over the fingertips and express the pose from the pelvis down through your legs and up through your spine and out to your fingertips. And make it playful and honoring the Shakti, the Divine Mother. Bring the back hand down, turn the front palm up. Inhale, reach up, and exhale, reach back. Slide the back hand down your leg. If you want to explore a little deeper, take the back hand behind your waist and invite the top of the front thigh down a little bit more while resisting the top of the back thigh back and up. Root down from the pelvis strongly to the earth to straighten the front leg. Keep side body long on your right. Exhale, press your thighs back. Come into Utthita Trikonasana, the triangle pose. Bring the top hand to your hip and press the tops of your thighs back a little more strongly, especially the top of the back thigh. And scoop the front leg hip under more. Lean back over your front leg, rotate your torso to turn your heart more to the side, pin the top shoulder back and reach up. Turn your heart towards your top wrist. And express your pose from the pelvis to the bones of your legs. Down to the 4 corners of both feet. The big toe ball mound, the inner heel, the little toe ball mound, the outer heel. Express it from the pelvis along to your spine, out to your fingers. And root down from the pelvis to rise all the way up through your spine. Parallel your feet with one another. And good news is you only got 2 legs. And just to balance out both sides, you can bend the knees and move in your hips a little more playfully. Yeah. Move it and groove it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. There you go. Okay. And hands on the hips. Cut in halfway with your left heel. Turn the left toes out. Draw from the feet towards the pelvis so you're strong in your legs. And exhale. Bend the front knee right out over your ankle from front to back and side to side. And keep the legs strong and resist the top of the back thigh back. Scoop the front leg hip down and under. And root from the pelvis down. Rise from the low belly up to your spine and reach out to your fingertips, alive and vibrant. Receive a full breath. Exhale, lower the back hand. Inhale, turn the front palm up and reach up. Exhale to reach back. Resist the back thigh up more whilst descending the front thigh, lift deeper. If you want to go a little bit more playful, take the back hand behind your waist to the top of the front thigh and invite it down, still whilst resisting the top of the back thigh up. Notice how long the side body is on the left side. Keep that and root down to rise up, straightening your legs to move into Utthita Trikonasana. Press the tops of your thighs back. Bring the top hand to the hip. Keep resisting the top of the back thigh back and scoop the front leg hip under. Lean back over the front leg and rotate your torso. Pin the heads of your arm bones back and reach up. And turn your heart more towards the top wrist. And honoring your playful spirit, express the pose from the pelvis to the bones of your legs. Down to the feet, all 4 corners of them. Express it from the pelvis along to your spine and out to your fingers. Root from the pelvis strongly into the earth. To inhale and come all the way up with power in your legs. Parallel your feet with one another and bring your hands to your hips and do your little playful dance. Playing the instrument of the body that delights not only you, but the Divine Mother, that which gives birth to your very being. And keep the feet parallel and straighten your legs. And keep the hands on the hips, hug the midline with your legs, and with playful spirit, press the tops of the thighs back and widen your sit bones, and zip from the low belly to the sternum. Receive a full breath, lift your heart just a little. Exhale, bend from your hips, touch the earth with your fingertips for Prasarita. Keep your legs strong and lengthen your spine. Exhale, bow your head towards the earth, and walk your hands to be back towards in line with your feet, and your head in line with the hands and feet. And consider this a deep bow and honor of the Divine Mother today. May we delight her more fully with our playful and curious nature that allows us to explore the fullness of being in the world. On your next inhalation, come way up on your fingertips. Exhale, hands to your hips. Keep your legs very strong and root from the pelvis strongly into the earth to come all the way up. And lace your hands behind your back. Madhasta, Prasarita. Lengthen your spine. Take the heads of your arm bones back. Lift your heart a little. Exhale, bend from your hips. And lastly, round over, invite the hands away from your hips without hyperextending your elbows. Inhale, lift your heart just a little. Engage your tricep muscles more, the muscles on the backs of your arms, to open your shoulders deeper in extension. And keeping that, bow in once again. And root from the pelvis down to inhale and come up into a chest expander with the hands away from your hips. Lift your heart. And exhale, release your hands, bring your hands to your hips, look forward, bend your knees, and do your playful dance. And dance your feet towards one another in a playful way to return to Tadasana, mountain pose. We'll take Vrikshasana, the tree pose. Spread your toes, shift the weight over to your right foot and draw from the left foot up into the hip. And turn your knee to the side and bring your foot to your leg. Could be on the ankle, the shin, or the thigh. Press your standing leg into your foot back into your leg. And resist the tops of your thighs back so your hips are over the supporting ankle. Keeping that, tack your outer left hip down and forward a little bit. Bring your hands to your heart. And with playful spirit, consider reaching up to the sky and express your pose from the pelvis down to four corners of your supporting foot. From the pelvis up, alive and vibrant to the crown of your head and your fingertips. One more deep breath. And exhale, press through the atmosphere with your hands and your foot to return to Tadasana. And do a little dance, playful. So don't get too rigid and stuck. We can explore more in our bodies. We do something that seems linear and then we play. Sort of like there's scales and then you can play around with the scale to really make music. Yeah, if you're playing a clarinet, for example. And parallel the feet, mountain pose. Spread your toes, shift the weight over to the left foot. And draw from the right foot up into the hip and turn your knee to the side. Bring your foot to your leg. Press your leg into the foot and the foot into your leg. Bring your hands to your heart. And continuing to hug the midline with your legs. Press the tops of the thighs back. So your hips are over your supporting ankle. Keeping that, bring the coccyx slightly in to tone your low belly. And with playful spirit, reach for the sky. And express the pose. From the pelvis down through four corners of your supporting foot and up from the low belly to the sky. One more deep breath. Exhale, press down through the atmosphere with your hands and your foot to return to Tadasana. Take a deep breath and do your dance. Oh yeah. Woo, feels so good. And we'll step into a wide stance for half moon pose. From Trikonasana, we'll move into Ardha Chandrasana. From Utthita Trikonasana, the extended triangle, we'll move into the half moon pose. Turn your right foot to the right. Align your right heel with the middle of your back arch and hug in with the legs. Press your thighs back to exhale into triangle. And bring the top hand of the hip, look down, bend the front knee, step the back bottom hand forward and diagonally back. Reach into the front foot, inhale, lift the back leg and straighten the front leg and move the bottom hip under. And rotate your torso to the side. Pin the top shoulder back and reach up. You can play with your eyes, maybe look somewhere, maybe to the floor, or maybe out to the side and then turn your head to where you're looking. Maybe turn the eyes more and then playfully explore turning your head to where the eyes are looking. Express your pose from the pelvis, down through the four corners of your standing foot, long through the spine, alive through the lifted foot, with all the toes spread so you're not lifting dead weight. And out through your fingertips. Bring the top hand to the hip, look down, bend the front knee deeply, and notice where you're placing the back foot so it's accurately placed for a triangle pose. And root down from the pelvis into the earth to inhale and come all the way up with power in your legs. Parallel your feet and bend your knees with your hands on the hips and explore. When I play, it gives me a kind of release from any chance that I might be over-efforting in the practice, so I can delight in it more. And when I delight in that playfulness, the Divine Mother delights. And straighten the legs, turn your left foot to the left for triangle pose, line the front heel with the middle of the back arch. Inhale, reach up with your arms and hug in with your legs. Press your thighs back to touch the earth and into triangle pose. Bring the top hand to the hip, look down and bend your front knee. Step the back foot in and move the bottom hand forward and diagonally. Lift the back leg and straighten the front leg and scoop the bottom hip under. Rotate your torso, pin the top shoulder back and reach up. Notice where you've chosen to look. If you're feeling playful, turn your eyes to the side more and then explore playing with turning your head. Then turn the eyes a little more maybe and turn the head. Take your time to explore. Maybe you can look all the way up. Maybe you can just practice balancing right where you are without turning your head. Nothing you have to do, nowhere you have to go. Make it a playful exploration that honors you as a particular point of consciousness, a particular child of Shakti, of the Divine Mother, and express the pose from the pelvis down to your supporting foot, alive through the lifted leg and all your toes, along to your spine, alive to your fingers, and exhale, bring your hand to your hip, look down, bend the front knee deeply, to step back to a clear triangle with an accurate foundation, and root from the pelvis strongly into the earth. Inhale and come up with power in your legs. Parallel your feet with one another. Bend your knees and step the legs to mountain pose this time. And bend your knees to move. Woo! Anybody having fun yet? Yeah. We'll move into a little quad stretch next. Let's do one standing from the front of the mat. We'll do the twisted monkey pose because that's so fun. Parivrtta Anjaneyasana. Inhale, reach for the sky. Exhale, bend your knees, touch the earth. Step back with your right Switch into a lunge. And hug the midline with your legs. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, twist towards your front leg and bring your right hand inside your left foot. So you twist towards your front leg. Hug the midline with your legs. Exhale, lower the back knee and bend it. Reach back with the top hand for your back foot. Spread your little toe towards your outer ankle on the back foot. And move your hips back towards your heel and widen your sit bone. Keep that width. Bring your coccyx lightly in and pull the heel towards your outer back leg hip. Lengthen your sides. Take the heads of your arm bones back and twist. Look up. And consider lowering your hips any amount by walking the right hand forward or maybe even lowering your elbow to the earth. Once again, lengthen your sides. Move the heads of your arm bones back. Glide your throat back, curl your shoulder blades into your heart, and take your head back. Invite your heel of the right foot towards your outer right hip with the little toe towards the outer ankle. And see if you can break a smile. It's intense, so see if you can enjoy it more. Explore a little more with a sense of playfulness. And inhale, release the foot, and come into a lunge. And with playful spirit, switch sides, wherever you like. Once you come into the lunge on the second side with the left foot forward. Is that the left foot forward? No, it's the right foot forward. Keep the right foot forward. Inhale, reach up to the sky. Exhale, twist towards the right. Bring the left hand inside your right foot. Hug the midline with the legs so they're strong. Keep the top arm up and exhale, lower the back knee. Bend the back knee, reach with the top hand for the back foot. Spread your little toe towards your outer ankle and move your hips back and widen your sit bones. So the hips move towards your heel. Bring the coccyx in and bring the heel closer to your outer left hip. And slowly start to lower your hips by walking the left hand forward or the elbow to the ground. Lengthen your sides and draw the heads of your arm bones back. Twist a little more deeply. Take your throat back, curl your shoulder blades into your heart, take your head back. See if you can delight in the exploration. Think of it as playing with the body in a way, playing with curiosity. And on the inhalation, release the foot and return to lunge. And just for play, you can switch to the other side just to balance out what you did on the first side. And on your next inhalation, step forward to Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, take a bow. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, Anjali Mudra. Receive a full breath. Exhale, arms to your sides. Face towards one another again. And move the hips. Ooh. Does anybody have fun yet? So Pinnacle pose, Ardha Chandra Chapasana. Here we go. Please come into a wide stance for half moon. So we're going to go triangle, half moon, and then a nice quad stretch with a back bend in the half moon if you desire. Nothing you have to do, nowhere you have to go. Opportunity to play. Cut in with the right heel, turn the right toes to the right, hug into the midline with the legs. Exhale, triangle. And in the front knee, inhale to come up into Ardha Chandrasana, the half moon pose. If you want to play more, then the front knee, the top knee forward to reach for your foot. On the outside of the foot, spread your little toe towards your outer ankle. And bring your coccyx lightly in to push the foot behind you. Lengthen your sides, take the heads of your arm bones back. Take your throat back, curl your shoulder blades into your heart, take your head back. And maybe even change of gaze by playing with where your eyes go, and maybe the head following the eyes. Ardha Chandra Chapasana. The half moon sugarcane pose. And on an inhalation, fill the back waist and return to half moon. Exhale, bend the front knee to step back into Utthita Trikonasana. Root down to inhale and come up, power in your legs. Parallel your feet and bring your hands to your hips and play. And firm your legs, turn the left foot to the left, align the left heel with the middle of your back arch, hug in with your legs and exhale to Utthita Trikonasana. Bend the front knee and root down into the front foot to inhale and come up into Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. Once you have a steady half moon, consider playing with Ardha Chandra Chapasana by bending the top knee and reaching for the outside of the lifted foot. And push your thighs, the foot into the hand and behind you. Tuck the bottom hip under more. Lengthen your sides, take the heads of your arm bones back. Curl your shoulder blades into your heart. Take your head back, maybe look up. Express the pose. From the pelvis down to your supporting foot. Back into the lifted foot. Back through the crown of your head. Inhale, return to half moon. Fill the back waist. Exhale, Utthita Trikonasana. Notice where you place the back foot and root down from the pelvis into the earth to come all the way up with powerful legs, the power of playfulness. Bend your knees and move your hips and dance your feet back to Tadasana. You made it through that pinnacle pose. Woo! Jaye Ma, Shakti Ma. Yeah, shake it out. Maniac, maniac. And come to standing in the middle of your mat. Exhale, bend your knees. Come all the way down to the earth. Lie on your back and stretch long from your pelvis to your feet, long from the pelvis out through the crown of your head and your fingertips. Explore, maybe rolling a little bit to one side with the hips and then the other. Take a deep breath, reach long from the pelvis through both legs and feet, all your feet evenly, all of your feet. Like you're a cat, reach out through your paws and your feet. And exhale, bend your knees and take your hands on your kneecaps, like your hands are cups, right on top of the kneecaps, and root down from the knee to the heads of your femurs with straight arms to settle the heads of your femurs back into the sockets and to tone the lumbar region of the spine and calm the nervous system after that playful exploration, honoring the Divine Mother. Shakti Ma, Jaye Ma. One more deep breath. And take the feet as wide as your mat and your arms out to the sides. And we'll take a little twist. Keep the feet wide. Exhale, both knees to your left. Keep the right head of arm bone towards the earth. And if you want a little bit deeper, take the left foot on top of your right thigh and invite your right knee towards the earth and the head of your right arm bone towards the earth, and think long from your right shoulder to your right knee. And release the top foot. Inhale your knees up. Exhale them to the other side. Keep the feet wide. And as an option, you may choose to place the front leg, foot on top of the back leg, thigh. And think long from your left knee towards the earth to your left shoulder towards the earth. And release the top foot. Inhale your knees up and place the hands on the kneecaps once again with straight arms. Root straight down to bring the body back into symmetry with a nice tone to the lumbar region of your spine. And the heads of the femurs settled deeply into their sockets. One more deep inhalation. And you've made it to Savasana. We now get to just die to doing, to simply be in a place of great bliss, the bliss that comes from playing. May we all delight by playing more, experience more of our essential nature that is pure ananda, pure bliss. And know that when you do, the Divine Mother, creative power of consciousness, the Shakti that gives birth to you and to me and everything and everyone in an infinitely expanding universe, she is delighted. She delights in your delight. Release. Breathe yourself back to this space, back to this time. And gradually begin to move and stretch. And take the time to lengthen through your legs and your spine, your arms. And on an exhalation, please bend your knees and roll to your side. And with your legs relaxed and your head low, use your hands and arms to gradually find your way up to seated. As you find your way to seated well, inhale and reach to the sky in honor of the Divine Mother, that which gives birth to everything in this infinitely expanding universe. And exhale, bring your hands to your heart and bow to your playful nature. The play that delights the mother. And to conclude this practice of playfulness, honoring the Mother, the Divine Mother. Let's conclude with the sound Om. Receive the fullness of your breath. Jaye Ma, Shakti Ma. Thank you.